What if your AI assistant could research the web in real time instead of relying on outdated information? Watch this. I'm asking my AI agent to analyze the latest developments in AI tools this week. Notice something interesting. It's pulling information that wasn't available when most AI models were trained. No manual searching, no copy pasting, no updating data sets. Everything happens automatically. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I built this AI research agent that continuously pulls fresh information from the web and turns it into useful insights. And the surprising part? The entire workflow can be built in less than an hour.
If you love discovering tools that make you think, wow, that was easy, you're in the right place. We test platforms, reveal hidden features, and teach you quick ways to boost your creativity, productivity, and your content game.
Here's the problem. Large language models are incredibly powerful, but they all suffer from the same limitation. They don't automatically know what's happening right now. If you ask them about recent trends, new product launches, changing prices, competitor updates, or breaking news, the answers can quickly become outdated. So naturally, the next step is, why not just connect AI directly to the internet? Sounds easy, until you actually try building it. You run into rate limits, CAPTCHAs, anti-bot protection, blocked requests, IP restrictions, infrastructure maintenance. Suddenly, you're spending more time maintaining scraping systems than building the actual AI product. And that's exactly the problem I wanted to solve. For this project, I'm using Decodo's web scraping API. Instead of managing proxies, bypass systems, retries, and anti-bot infrastructure myself, I can simply request data from websites and get structured results back. The goal is simple. We'll collect live information from the web, transform it into clean data, feed it into an AI model, and create a research assistant that always works with fresh information. The setup is straightforward. Create an account, generate an API key, and you're ready to make requests. If you want to follow along, Decodo offers a free web scraping API plan with up to 2,000 requests and no credit card required, so you can build this exact project without spending anything. Here's the workflow. Website, Decodo API, structured data, AI model, research report. Let's build it. First, we need current information from the web. I'm using Python to send requests through Decodo's API. The API fetches the content and returns clean data that we can immediately process. And just like that, we have live content from the internet. No browser automation, no proxy management, no manual scraping setup. Raw web pages are messy. They're full of navigation menus, ads, sidebars, and irrelevant content. This is where structured extraction becomes important. Instead of feeding an entire web page into an LLM, we only extract the information we care about. For example, headlines, product information, reviews, company updates, research content. Now our AI receives clean, organized data. Next, we pass that information into our AI model. The prompt is simple. Analyze the latest information, identify key trends, generate a concise research report. This is where everything comes together. The AI isn't relying on stale knowledge anymore. It's working with fresh information gathered moments ago. Now the system produces summaries, trend analysis, key findings, actionable recommendations automatically. And because the data source stays updated, the reports stay relevant. Let's quickly look at the dashboard. You can see API usage, request history, available templates, playground tools. One thing I like is the template library. There are pre-built templates for many popular websites and data sources. That means you don't always have to start from scratch. And remember, everything I've shown so far works on the free plan. You get up to 2,000 requests without needing a credit card. For learning, testing, and building prototypes, that's more than enough to get started. The reason I like this setup isn't because it's another scraping tool, it's because it lets me focus on building products. Most developers don't want to spend days solving infrastructure problems. They want to build AI agents, automation workflows, research assistants, monitoring systems, analytics dashboards. The web data layer should simply work, and that's exactly what this workflow enables. Instead of worrying about request failures, anti-bot systems, and infrastructure maintenance, you spend your time building features users actually care about. Let's run the entire pipeline one more time. The system collects fresh web data, processes it, feeds it into the AI, generates a research report, and returns actionable insights completely automatically. This same architecture could power market research tools, SEO analyzers, competitor monitoring systems, AI agents, investment dashboards, content research assistants. Once you have reliable access to fresh data, the possibilities become much bigger. So today we built an AI research assistant that continuously pulls fresh information from the web and uses it to generate useful insights. The key lesson isn't the specific project. It's understanding that most modern AI systems become significantly more useful when they're connected to live data. If you'd like to build something similar, you can start with Decodo's free web scraping API plan. It includes up to 2,000 requests and doesn't require a credit card. I'll leave the link in the description. And if you eventually decide to scale beyond the free plan, you can use my discount code for 10% off your first paid plan. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.